This is a story for those who wish that they could truly read between the lines of the book they were reading and see the world of the story through the eyes of the author. For those who wish that they could make nonfiction from fiction. For those who wish that dreams were true. This is a story of a group of wayward friends who came together from the far reaches of two worlds to come together and to help make dreams reality. This is Hazeltown Story. Hello and welcome to Hazeltown Story, episode 13. Last time we were here, we were continuing on the Every Breath You Take mini arc, and basically our kind of group has found a hidden little area in the back of the Sapphire Lakes National Park, and they are trying to investigate what exactly is going on over there. And that's kind of roughly where we left off. We're at the park to kind of try and figure out what exactly, how exactly the lenses that they're using to, or the little security things that they're using, how good they are at actually, keeping track of all of what has happened in the park, or like what all range it has. It's kind of generally what they're doing. So the group that we have so far is we have Carnival playing Yuhar Govenin, who is basically a telepath who also was a modern day pirate trying to get a new take on life. You have Deathmaster playing Bob B, who is a interesting character, to say the least. And we have TorpidTypist playing Iravia again. So the Chaos Cow returns. So yeah, this one, in this session, it's a little dense in terms of, it's actually pretty plot, or a background heavy, thing. We get to learn a little bit more about how how actual life in Hazeltown works, particularly one of its, reigning, I guess not factions, but reigning, organizations, the DPass, which are basically, feel like people are like, they're not exactly cops. They're more of a kind of first responder with a little bit of law enforcement kind of. They are much more meant to be kind of assistants and like helping out like first responder issues. Very few of them actually are armed. The only ones here are armed because of potential wildlife, but for the most part, they are not like normal. Like, they're not like the normal police, but, cop's a cop, I guess. But yes, we're going to learn a bit more about that and also some other things. So I guess with that, might as well just head straight first into the episode.
It's just the three of us, right? Radiant didn't come out
Yeah,
here.
yeah, it is just the three of you.
Radiant's a coward.
Yes.
Someone who didn't want to be found, probably, or seen.
To get more, or
You can make another perception check.
sure, why not?
Okay. I'm going to reduce the difficulty 1 because you kind of have a general idea of what you're looking for. Okay. Let me check to see if that's actually what it... Yeah, okay, it did roll 2 successes, 1 threat again. That's the 3rd time in a row that we've gotten that specific outlook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you check and you happen to notice that there are some ashes on the ground in kind of area that's kind of far away from the tent that had some indents also around it. Yeah.
Like, is there anything like left over in the ashes that just kind of charred?
Everything's charred.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. Is there anything else anyone else wants to do?
I should probably hang up another orb in a different spot.
Okay. Go ahead and make yourself or do another athletics check.
Okay, give me a sec. I need to
Untower your dice.
Yeah, or else they will fuck with the results. Okay. 3 purples, right?
Yep, 3 purples, 3 greens.
So I'll be sure. I'm gonna rig this by putting a Triumph yellow next to this.
I'll counter with putting a despair next to it. Okay, okay. It's 3 successes, 1 threat this time. Okay, so you put one up there again in a spot that is slightly less inconspicuous.
Okay, now we got 2 different angles of the axe.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else that anyone wants to do?
Nope.
I guess we'll radio in what we found here.
Might be a good idea.
Okay. Um. Okay. So, you radio in and basically you radio in and you say, "Hey, you're essentially say we're done here." To which radio replies, "Oh, what'd you find out there?"
Someone's been out here in the last couple days. They were burning something. We don't have enough evidence to suggest anything more than a regular campfire, but the fact that this is an area that they clearly were trying to stay out of the notice of people means something's probably.
Uh, you hear Cass pipe up and it's like, "Wow, wait, you found someone you don't know what what's there? Like, what all is in there, or what all did you find?"
Holes in the ground suggesting tents and ashes, along with some markings on trees suggesting direction sign.
That's interesting. Um, uh, trying to think. Uh, just just a Cass pipes up. Just a quick question: do you notice that if there's anything there, like the cleanup has been somewhat, say, hasty, or that if there's any sign of movement?
Would this take another roll or?
That would be someone needs to make a perception check, which I'm guessing, um, yeah, someone should just say, "Hey, I got it," and then make a perception check.
You know what? I'll do it.
Okay.
What's the difficulty?
That would be, let's call this, easy since you are looking at things you've already seen. Probably should. Net failure for 1 advantage. Um, okay. So if someone else wants to check, you'll get 1 set or 1 boost to that.
I will check.
I don't see
The-
shit.
Because I have the best numbers. What level?
That'll be easy again.
Perception?
Yep.
And a boost die.
Yep.
I put
Yep,
one
the
in.
boost die.
What a hot mess of dice.
All
1
right.
success with a threat and a triumph.
Okay. So you take a look around, and you notice that the kind of the markings. You also happen to see that there is some like something dragged along, but you do notice that this isn't exact. It's not exactly. Uh, it is simultaneously clean, but also somewhat hasty. Um, and also, you happen to notice on a tree that's by. Um, you happen to take a look at the ground next to where the fire pit was.
Mhm.
There happens to be there's a little bit of there's actually a little bit of kind of a natural sand, like a sand area, or actually, how about this? You see a marking in the ground that happens to look like you see it looks like a symbol of some sort. Um, I will go ahead and like basically you see a symbol on the ground. You can't tell exactly kind of what it is, but you see a symbol on the ground.
Okay, well, I will remember it, I guess, or jot it. I have no way of jotting it down. Can anyone write this down?
Shell.
Um, so, uh, basically, Casco. Oh, did you find something else?
Found some weird fucking symbol.
Okay, you found a symbol.
Yet also hung up some orbs over by it, just to be sure.
Okay. Do me a favor and sit right there.
Got it, coach.
Okay. So, you hear nothing, but you sit over there. I'm going to give. Actually, I'm going to say as a tip. That. Oh, never mind. I thought that someone had something else. Actually, hold on. Let me take a look at everyone's skill. I think there might be. Nope. Okay, actually, never mind. Wait, Carvel, didn't you take the talent that you knew occult stuff?
I think so.
Let me check because I looked at your skills and your knowledge occult is 1.
I think that might just be the base level of like
Okay,
thing.
you have it as a career skill. You didn't put any ranks in it though.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Well,
Um. So I'll just say, yeah. You kind of wait a little while, and then you see, um, basically it's like you hear like a little like how'd you even get back there?
Very carefully.
Uh, you want to elaborate on that?
There's a little arrow on one of the trees. It'll point the way.
You just hear them like, okay, I don't see it. Oh, I see it. All right. Oh, I see path. Okay, I'll be there in a sec. So then
Idiot.
you see Cass coming. Wait. Oh, right. You see Cass kind of walk up and basically is like, yeah, what? Someone, yeah, this is someone was here, all right. Um, where's the symbol?
Ravia just leads him to it.
Okay, it's like you can't really tell exactly what it is. You know, uh, give me one moment. And then Cass kind of walks to the middle and just basically starts to ponder for a sec and do something. Um, Let me see. This is also gonna be weird because this is me using a magic that no one else has. Let's see. Let's see. How does the predict spell work? Oh, does this really not go backwards? Um. Okay. Well, I'll do that. Let's see. Okay. All right. I need to make an average check against Cass's clairvoyance skill, which is 2 yellows. Oh, actually, I already have die here. Well, okay. So he tries and tries and focuses on something, but then he can't. Like you just kind of see him kind of like, okay, huh. Yeah, I can't tell what this is. Like it looks like it looks like there's 3 of something. I can't quite tell. Um, let's see. Everyone's knowledge of cult's probably 1, except for Bobby's.
Yeah,
Sorry, my
no.
cult skill sucks.
Nellos was the cult specialist, and
Yeah.
she's not here.
Yep. Um, let's see, Yuhar, do you want to take a stab at it?
sure. I'll also spend a fate point. I mean, a story point, just to make the odds better.
All right. Okay.
I moved the shit out of the way.
Yep. Um, let's see. Okay. Um, okay. So let's see.
God, this is gonna be fucking tragic.
Yeah, it's one. It's going to be 1 yellow, and I'm gonna make this easy. There. Um. Okay. Here we go. Oh, right, and there's that Yahtzee. Not failure. Okay, so
Oh yeah, wow, they canceled out perfectly.
yeah. Yeah, for the record, you got on the yellow, you got an advantage and success, and on the purple, you got a failure and a threat.
Damn.
So perfectly cancel each other out. So yeah, you kind of take a look at it and you can't quite tell what it is. So basically, you know that it is 3 of something.
Well, at this rate, I guess I can't figure it out. Why don't we regroup back and then see what we can get then?
You know what? For laughs, I'm gonna try it.
All right. Oh, right. Don't you have something that actually harms you if you make it? No, wait, wait,
That's
wait, wait.
if it's history.
Yeah, it's its history. Okay, go ahead and take a stab at it. Oh, actually, um, since you're just looking at what the symbol could possibly be, that's a perception check.
Oh, well, ain't that fucking convenient? I want to believe.
2 successes with
Why
1
does
threat.
that keep happening?
Don't
Um,
question it.
okay, so you take a look at it, and you kind of look at the shape of it, and you see that it is 3 eyes. You look at the shape, it's like there really can't be much other things, but it looks like 3 eyes.
Hey, Cass, what does 3 eyes mean to you?
3 eye 3 eyes. He just kind of holds his head for a second.
Yeah, it's one more than 2, but one less than 4.
It is, but what? Which one is?
It's the one with 3 eyes.
Um, he just kind of looks in the distance and it's like, you know, check. Yeah, society. Whatever. Uh, basically, uh, Cass picks up the radio and tells her, "Hey, radio, look something up for me. Can you?" Radio's like, "Uh, sure. What do you want me to look up?" He's like, "Uh, what's so those remember how we the group came across Orion last with that last mission? Those cults? Um, tell me, do you know tell me if you uh know if there is one that has a symbol of 3 eyes." And she's like, "Well, I'll take a look."
It's in
Okay.
a book.
This doesn't work. They're gonna have to go bother Nellos at the club.
Just gonna go fucking murder someone. Jesus Christ.
Okay, so here's the fun thing because I was building up Radia's sheet today. Okay, so what does she has net search. Net search. Let's
Ah,
see.
yes, the internet, the most powerful.
Uh let's see, net search. Um okay, because the description of it's really good. Or it makes it fun. So if your character has access to the network, they may use this talent to upgrade the ability of the next knowledge check they make during their turn twice, and the difficulty of that check once. GM must spend a despair so that the character learns some seemingly relevant and seemingly relevant and believable information that turns out to be completely and possibly maliciously false.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is going to be 3. So basically, that's 2. Okay, so that is and that big bucks, no whammies. Uh, okay, that was a failure, not a triumph. I thought that was a despair. Okay, so yeah, she points out that she is able to find something. It's like, yeah, looks like there's one that yeah, this is 3 eyes. This is Cassiopeia. Um, and she's kind of like, okay, I'm looking up and like, oh, oh, I see why they weren't making themselves well known. Um, Cassiopeia. This is one of the more um they're much like Orion. They were looking for uh they were looking for ways to awaken the gods. Um Orion was trying to do it through basically causing chaos, like basically trying to set off various terrorist things, kind of trying to disrupt order. Uh,
Okay.
these guys just try and find the gods, getting high off their ass.
You know what? Good for them.
Uh, yeah,
Oh,
let's
they're
take some.
harmless?
They seem to be. I don't find like there's just been. Looks like in the U.S. There's some articles about there were some raids, but nothing really here. They're not like DPass isn't really going to go after them. They're just kind of relatively harmless.
A bunch of fucking useless hippies.
Yeah. So I guess that's who they probably are.
What a fucking waste.
All right. Well, I guess that explains like who is over there.
Well, the orbs are up regardless. So if you ever want to be, I'm fucking leaving. I'm done here.
All right. So yeah, I take it you all leave after them.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Well, you all leave. Uh and you just kind of regroup and you're just like, okay, well, now that that little side adventure's done, I think we're pretty good here.
God, what a waste of my time.
All
This
right.
feels too easy.
Well, I guess what we're gonna do is, we're gonna wait a week or two, and then that should give them plenty of data, and then we'll probably head back to the library and actually go see what we found.
Shit,
Okay.
man. Wanted people to hang stuff up. I got a couple boys at the junkyard that could have used this work. I'm going to get some burgers. Who wants to come with me?
No.
Maybe another time.
Yeah, Cass and then we're like, oh well, we got food back at our place. And Ray's like, I need to tone down what I'm eating.
Glad that Bob B makes everyone uncomfortable.
Y'all missing out.
All right, so you all disperse. Basically, you all go on your merry way. And then basically, let's just say a week passes by, and you are minding. Let's just say, you are kind of doing whatever you do, and then depending on what you're doing, you get a call uh, from Theron that says, "Hey, got something that about those orbs you hang up. We kind of need to meet up at the library. Um, I got something that we need to discuss."
Sure.
Alright.
Fuck.
Okay. So, um, basically, you all head to the library. Um, and there is Radia and also Theron. Also, Henry is there as well for the last one.
Who
Uh,
the fuck's Henry?
so Henry was the kind of average-looking person, the
Oh, the one
human.
nobody cares about. Okay.
Yeah, he was the one who was helping reading. Uh, so he is standing there, and when you all walk in, uh, they are looking at a note that they have found, or basically they're looking at a piece of paper, and Radio looks notably worried. And Theron is basically they're all just kind of looking at this.
So did we
Uh,
get caught?
uh, well, yes. And then basically, they spin the paper over towards you, and you see that it is a handcard note that says, um, uh, basically, Radio said, "Hey, I had Cass go check on the orbs, and this note was found pinned to where one of the high ones by the feeding stand or the feeding area was.
Oh,
This
whoops.
this was found kind of in its stead. Also, we
What's
found a
Whoops.
What does the note say?
the note says, uh, "Hello, I see you. If I see what you were climbing up those trees for. I guess you were also part of the group that was also kind of rowing across the river and or rowing across the lake and also uh, looking at stuff near the amphitheater. We found some of your orbs. Uh, don't worry, we're not. You're not in trouble, but we kind of took them down because we're kind of concerned about what these are. If you want your orbs back, please visit us at our office and basically list an address."
Fuck, the rent-a-cop found me.
Alright. What would we need to roll to recognize the address?
It's just an address. Like you notice that it is an address that's like it's an area in the Steinwald, like it is, or in the big city. So you just know that that is a place where you can get, and it's something if you're familiar with the area that you would know that hey, that is DPAS headquarters, or at least a station of it.
Fucking rent-a-cop caught me. Shit.
Uh,
Rent-a-cop. What
Yeah, there was
rent-a-cop?
some nerd hanging out in the woods with a badge. He had a guitar.
yep.
You know,
So,
he flashed a badge and everything.
Great.
Amateur.
so basically, Theron says, "Well, we kind of need those orbs back. So uh, let's. I um I'm pretty sure we just kind of need to go over and ask for our orbs back. Uh, to which Henry kind of pipes up is like, um, yeah, I should have our clearance shortly. I'll follow you over there, and we should be able to make this all as easy as possible. I'm pretty sure we won't have any sort of trouble. To which he flashes a smile.
No trouble, eh?
Yes, I'm pretty sure we can clear us of this. I
Y'all ain't
have
been in this business long, have you?
Henry looks like he's about to say something, but then he's like, okay, and just doesn't say anything.
Luckily for you, Bobby's here.
All right.
I will go get your orbs back for you.
Basically, Darren's like, hold on, we'll take care of this. Though we might want you to come along and serve as witness because it might be
Witness.
well, it might help seeing the people there to prove that we're not harmful at all.
Theron, this is gonna go down. You don't understand how this works.
Don't we have an ace in the hole?
Yeah, an ace in the hole.
Yeah, just don't worry about it for now. You'll understand why. Uh, he basically just like, well, we're heading over there now. Basically, he just kind of stops and is like, you know, leave the hardware here. We don't need any extra issues.
It's legal. I am allowed to carry.
Bobby says, "What hardware? I mean,
Darren
if you
just
wanna come down to Bobby's Sporting Goods Emporium, I can hook you up." But he pats his chest. I ain't carrying.
good.
Iravia just lets out a sigh as she takes out her shotgun and just places it down.
Okay, so you
It's
all
fine. I don't need a gun to kill a man.
okay. Um, okay, so you all kind of go over there, basically taking kind of the train over there, uh, and you all walk up to the deep path.
Mm-mm.
Or,
Bobby,
excuse me, you take your own transportation to go over there.
well, yes, Bobby. Also to Yuhar when they're leaving says, "Come with me,"
Yeah, Yuhar is gonna go with Bobby on this one.
Okay,
and he's gonna park like a good block from the D-Pass station.
okay,
Whereas Iravia is just gonna ride up on her hog.
okay. So basically, you all make it in there. You notice the reception desk.
Mm-mm.
It is
Still not going in.
okay. Are you just going to stand outside?
No, yeah, Bobby's going to sit in his car and watch the station.
Okay. So is you? So who all is coming in with this?
Oh, Ravia's going in.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Yuhar's gonna stay with Bobby on this for just when this goes wrong to have
Okay.
the getaway ready.
Okay. So basically, you, so Aravia, Theron, Henry, I'm trying to think if there's anyone else. No, it's just those three. Walk into the D-Pass station. Oh, actually, Radia's with them as well. So you four all walk into the D-Pass station. Basically, Theron asks for basically uh asks for basically shows a note, and you did see also I forgot to mention on the note you do see a signature or a signature on that, and you'd see uh one you see a written note on there that it's signature of Thinking Rabbit. So you all walk in, you basically show the note to the clerk, basically points you to like, okay, go up fourth floor. Um, the I was trying to look to see if my notes. Um, basically, you'll see you'll basically go up to the fourth floor and all the way to the back to the left.
Okay.
Um, so basically, you all go up there. You kind of walk down a hallway. It almost looks like there are several like offices in there, like several big offices that look like they like hold a good number of people in them. So they are separated, but they're able to hold a good like they're kind of mini not cubicle farms, but kind of that like if you look at like inside of a cop show, like you see the little tiny divider things with all the desks next to it.
Hmm.
There's basically a bunch of areas like that, and then you see one that's you see a door that says basically DPass Natural Park Division D, and you see another marker next to it that has uh, basically looks like uh, it is an emblem that contains basically three trees and the words Home Guard on it. But you go in there, basically, you kind of walk in, and in there you see basically there is a desk to the side that looks like there is a or there is a secretary that looks like she is at a desk that looks basically she is typing on something. She is probably say about 19. She is let's just say brown hair, kind of average looking. Other than that, kind of brown fur, and she is typing at a computer. And she kind of sees you walk in and is like, yes, do you have something?"
No, you have something.
Terrence says, yes, we have a note we'd like to talk with, looks like Thinking Rabbit." To which she says, "Oh, yeah, yeah, Toby's in his office." Basically, and she points to another enclosed office in there. Um,
Toby, what kind of loser name is?
uh, Basically, just go in there. He should be in there. Just knock first. Uh, in the room, also, you see, basically, um, you see that there are two people in the room. There is a uh, basically probably a let's just say 24-year-old around. Basically, he is say about 5'2". He is a mouse, white fur. He is somewhat like small but athletic built. We have kind of grayish hair. He is kind of dressed in kind of the same black outfit that you saw the person who you were talking to, Iravia, basically both another kind of serape kind of thing.
Hmm.
Basically, you're seeing that is their uniform, and basically he is working on some paperwork. And you also see another sitting kind of next to him is a younger looking chipmunk. She has around the same height. She is somewhat lean. She has a brown bob haircut, wearing glasses, kind of gray fur, and they are working. Look like they are working on something together. And there's that. They just kind of look at you, but then they just kind of go back to what they were doing. Um, so you knock on the door and you walk in. Or basically, you knock on the door and you kind of hear someone yell, come in. Or not yell, but like say, come in. And basically, you all kind of walk in, and basically, there he is sitting at a desk um, that he is working on something. And basically sees all four of you, and he's like, "Oh, may I help you?" And then he sees Iravia. He's like, "Oh, okay, I know what this is." And basically, he kind of looks or goes under his desk and basically brings out a box that has some of the um, basically that has the orbs in them. And he says, "Ah, I see you've come back to get these." Theron says, uh, yes. I know this looks weird, but we have a perfectly good reason for why we were putting those. Uh, and actually, before you all walk in, Henry just kind of nods and asks, "Is there a phone that I can borrow?" And then basically, uh, he's kind of escorted, and you like he goes to a phone and makes a phone call. So it is just Theron, Radia, and Iravia in the room.
Wow, way to bitch out.
Um, so basically, Theron says, "Yes, we have a good reason for what we're doing there. You see, we have clearance from you. Great, one of these things I gotta think of a name on the top of my head. Let's see. Let's call this. Let's call this. Let's call this. Let's just call it. You know what? Let's just do it easy. We're from the Steinwald University, and we are looking. We have a research thing that we were trying to do on in the Sapphire Lakes parks. And these things help us get signals from the area that basically it's used for research. And we have a permit for these. My friend is working on getting it. Into which he says, uh, "Okay, uh, do you have proof of this?" In which there is like, uh, "Give us a moment, and we should get that shortly." Um, to which basically the person says, "Okay, um, I'm sure you have something. Um, so, uh, let's back up. Let me introduce yourself. My name is my name is Sergeant Thinking Rabbit. Actually, yeah, I am Sergeant Thinking Rabbit. Though, uh, you can just call me Toby. Toby Moon, to be exact. That's yeah.
Your name's
Um,
real stupid.
uh, basically, he just kind of looks to the side. He's like, well, um." Yeah, I am the sergeant here for the group that's looking over the Sapphire Lakes, and just somewhat concerned about making sure that these are actually, not harmful to the wildlife, because we kind of want to make sure that we're guardians under guardianship of the Sapphire Lakes Park, so we want to make sure that that anything that gets put there is there for good. So we wanted to check to make sure that uh, these things are doing what they need to be. Uh, and the thing that kind of concerned me was I found one of the uh, orbs that our friend here in Point Saravia um, put up there on one of the our bigger trees, and I got somewhat concerned when I took a look at it, and he kind of pulls out one out of the orbs out of the thing, and basically the look on it is uh you he just kind of pulls it out, but you see that there are black like smoke marks around the thing, and basically it's uh like I could understand if this is a microphone thing, but what kind of high-tech wizardry are you putting in these things? What are these things? To
Ravia
which
just looks at him and shrugs.
Radio just kind of looks at us like, what happened? How did it do that? uh to which um Toby basically mentions like, um, I don't know. I just kind of held it. I guess I should kind of explain. I have uh a thing with those technical mechanical thingies, I guess they call it. You see, let's just say that I got some condition that makes some of these things not work right. So I apologize, but it looks like this one's he just kind of puts it right in front of you. It looks like this one's not gonna do it that well. So I apologize for that one. We can reimburse you for that one, whatever it costs to make that. To which,
Nice job breaking it, Rent-A-Cop.
yeah, yeah, I really apologize for that one. That wasn't my intention. So uh, if you want to show us how much or where you got one of those things, we can help reimburse the cost. To which Radio is like, oh, thanks, I can show you. That's no problem. We got plenty. He's like, yeah, I see you. I see you got plenty of them. To which, at this point, Henry walks into the door. He's like, "Oh, excuse me. or Iska's like, "Oh, excuse me." He's like, "Oh," to which Toby says, "Oh, actually, I'm sorry. You all didn't introduce yourselves. Or I didn't give you a chance to introduce yourselves. So who exactly? May I ask who? In a less trying to be less rude way. Who exactly are all you?" Um, to which Theron says, uh, "Well, Sergeant Moon, my name is Theron Pendragon. Or my name is Theron Pendragon. Uh, I kind of help. I'm kind of I guess you can kind of say I kind of arranged all this. I'm. If you are trying to look for someone, you could probably talk to me about it." Uh, and Radia says, "Hi, my name's Radia Cherazot. I help Taryn out." You can see that she is very nervous, and yeah. Uh,
I mean, who I am is unimportant.
okay. Um, and Henry comes like, I'm sorry, I'm Henry Laurel. I work at the Steinwald University. I'm kind of there. I'm helping out this project as well. Um, here, I got the proof that or basically, I have here. Um, or basically, you see him walk in, but right behind him as he's walking in, you see notably older looking, um, uh, let's see, he is a mink, which essentially is kind of weasel. He is wearing the same uniform as everyone else, but you notice that his badge is notably uh, more decorated, and he is older looking. He is probably his mid 40s. His kind of fur is gray, as well as his hair, very nice and kind of clean looking, and he is somewhat toned. And basically, uh, when he walks in, basically Laurel or Henry says, uh, "Here is your permit." To which, when he walks in, or the older gentleman walks in, Toby immediately stands up. To which he says, "Oh, hello, Sergeant Wolf. Uh, I see that we have. I see that they are cleared." To which, the man walks in. He's like, yes. We shouldn't interfere with these people. I'm Mr. Laurel here has a pretty good permit. You should take a look at." To which Henry just kind of looks. Is like, "Oh yes, I can show it to you." And then basically Henry reaches into his pocket and pulls out what looks like a badge of his own, and just basically uh, um, slides it to Toby. To which he takes a look. He's like, you see his eyes kind of widen a little bit, and basically he's like, uh, to which Lieutenant Wolf says, "Okay, you should probably check that out real quick." To which you see Toby kind of like, "Okay," and then basically you see him pick up a phone, and he basically is reaching for someone else in the department, and basically she's like, to which he says, Uh, yeah, we need to check up to see. Uh, I have a locution badge I need to have verified." And basically, you then hear him talk to the person on the phone, basically giving off various details of the badge. Uh, and uh, basically, with everyone, you basically see uh, Toby start to smirk more and more. Uh, and basically, he kind of gets to the end. It's like, okay, um, all right. I guess that's right. Um, wait, and he's like, "Wait, hold on. Um, okay. I guess that's verified then." And he just kind of, without looking at the phone, just kind of puts it and hangs up the phone. and just kind of looks. He's like, huh. Okay, well, I guess that explains that.
It does.
How can we assist? To which Henry basically says, well, I'd like you to give our orbs back. To which Toby says, uh, I guess we can help with that. Um, to which Toby stands up and basically goes to shake, uh, or basically, uh, once he kind of give back the badge, uh, the thing is, you see, um, when he gives back the badge, you can see that they kind of, uh, Henry and Toby kind of grab their hand, like basically they kind of make contact. And basically, when they do, they kind of you see them kind of look at each other for a moment, but then you kind of notice that as they are kind of make contact, you see each of them kind of grimace a little bit, and then basically, uh, Henry kind of has his eyes open for a moment, and then realize, um, thank you. I'm going to stand in the corner for now. Just don't mind me.
Okay.
So which Toby kind of like, okay. Um, so yeah, he basically sits down and basically he's like, okay, so you have the help of, huh? Toby, and basically you see Toby just kind of think about things for a second,
You
and
doing all
basically
right there, Toby?
he's like, never would and basically he looks up at you, is like, never would I thought that when I met you that you would be part of a group that is helping the Locutians out.
The who?
Locutians.
The who?
Basically, Toby basically kind of sits down. It's like, well, you know, all this technology,
Yeah.
everything that we see here, all this technomancy, those
Yeah.
people, the people who developed it,
Huh.
the people who are very the basic. I'm trying to think how to describe it. Basically, you know, those who are helping out, or basically, you know, the ones that are help brokering our basically our societies for the last several hundred years.
Huh.
The very secretive group.
Oh, when that start happening?
Uh, basically, basically, um, you see Theron just kind of look over to you, basically point his head over to Henry, and basically, and then you see Henry just make a sheepish kind of wave. He's like, "Oh yeah, I guess we didn't tell you that bit."
I mean, I figured that out. I mean, when you know, okay.
Um, so basically, Toby says, "Well, um, we always want to be of I guess this is pretty important, and I guess uh if you can explain what exactly you're doing here, I can actually I'd be very our group here would be very happy to help you out."
And I'm just here to make money.
Theron basically says, "Well, um this seems like it might be a lot, but rather than uh, basically describing it to you, it's going to become kind of far fetched. But rather than just talking about it, why don't I actually show you?"
Through interpretive dance.
Uh, and basically says, uh, "Okay, uh, what do you have to show me?" Basically, it's like Theron basically says, "I have something that I can show you that could probably help out your department a whole lot." Thank you for listening to Hazeltown Story. If you would like to get updates on this show and many other shows hosted by me, LoloDePuzlo, you can follow at Hazeltown Story on Twitter. And if you would like to get to know me more from a personal standpoint, you can follow my personal Twitter at LoloDePuzlo. If you would like to watch this be recorded live, you can go to twitch.tv/LoloDePuzlo and follow the channel for notifications of when this show, as well as other shows like Retro Rank Rhapsody, are being recorded. If you would like to add this podcast to your podcatcher of choice, you can search for WLDP Hazeltown Radio and find us on most major podcatching search engines. Or you can manually add rss.hazeltown.life to your podcatcher. Thank you for listening, and I hope you come around for the next episode.